Hi everyone, welcome to Edufacts. Dear friends, in this today's video, we shall discuss about the age of adolescence. Before going to enter into the video, dear friends, my sincere request is please subscribe my channel and truly share with your friends and just like and comment it. Let's get into the video. The age of adolescence. See, in human development, there is a very important age is adolescence. Usually, scientifically, adolescence start at 11 and ends at 19. Usually, many of the textbook writers write 10 to 19 years, but actually the adolescence starts at 11 and ends at 19. So generally we call it as teenage. So discussing about the teenage is very important, and learning about the teenage, understanding about the teenagers is very important to every teacher. So the teacher must know the various aspects of adolescence. In today's video, we shall discuss about various components present in adolescence stage. So usually adolescence stage is a very difficult stage in human beings, because a person or a human being doesn't accept the changes in his body. Till the age of adolescence, he was in childhood, and very rapidly the changes occurred in the body of an adolescent, and he cannot find or choose whether he is in childhood or in adulthood. So he may get some conflict. He has a conflict whether he is a child or an adolescent or an adult. So in this adolescence, there are several changes occur in our body. Usually adolescence, the persons who are in adolescence, there is very clearly distinguished voice change will be there in their voice. So voice change is also one of the main factor affects in the adolescent stage. So what may be the reason for this voice change? Usually voice change occurs in adolescence, especially in boys. There is an Adam's apple present on the throat. So Adam's apple cannot be seen on females. It is only present on males. Right. Adam's apple is nothing but, here larynx or sound box is present. This sound box is usually made up of 9 cartilages. Cartilage is nothing but soft bone. These soft bones are present in the larynx. This larynx, in this larynx, one of the cartilages is thyroid cartilage. See, thyroid cartilage is present in the voice box. the elongation of this thyroid cartilage. Elongation means spreading, elonged out. The elongation of this cartilage leads to form the Adam's apple. So in this sound box, because of this cartilage bone, the vocal cords present in the larynx get harsh and thickened. Because of this harsh and thickened sense in the adolescence, when air passes through the vocal cords, it has some different type of voice. And when the adolescent grows into adult, it will become regular to its, and means at a perfect voice will come from the larynx. So this is the voice change we can see in the adolescent boy especially. And due to the lack of this Adam's apple, the girl who is in adolescence, her voice will be very sweet voice will be there in the girls. See, another thing is, there will be hair growth, usually under the armpits and in the genital regions, under the armpits and on the genital regions of male and female, the hair grow during the adolescence. And remember, the adolescents, they usually praise of their beauty or handsomeness. They always try to look in the mirrors. They wanted to show their attraction towards the opposite sex. Okay, so this change also we can see in the adolescence. And see, another thing is, pimples or acne on the face. The main reason for pimples or acne present on the skin is because of oil glands on the skin and sebaceous glands. Oil glands and sebaceous glands are the responsible for the sweat and pimples in the adolescents. An adolescent, these sweat glands and sebaceous glands are very active in adolescence. And sometimes they may get bad odor also in their body. Odor, smell, there may be bad smell also arise from the body of the adolescents because of the active increase of this sweat and sebaceous glands. So if the acne or pimples present on the face of an adolescent, he always used to try squeeze it and try to remove the pimples, but it is not correct, because some infections also, because of some infections, it may lead to skin diseases. So thoroughly wash the face, right, many times. Okay, many times should be washed very cleanly and should not squeeze at all, right? And we have some confusion and transition during the adolescent stage. As I told you in the beginning, they have lot of confusion whether they are in childhood or in adulthood. So it is the middle stage of childhood and adult. So he may get very conflict. Okay, then see, then there is again important thing in adolescent is development of body. Development of body in the sense, physical appearance means height and weight also will be increased. When we discuss about height and weight, especially when we discuss about height, usually it is very fast in girls than the boys. Girls grow very fast than the boys. But at the end of the adolescent, at 18 or 19 years, the height may be reach equal in boys and girls. And one more thing you remember, the height depends on their individual traits. Means I am very short, but others may not. Others are very tall, but I am not, because it is depend on individual. But finally we can say height growth appears in girls very fast than the boys. And there may be broad shoulders and broad chest will be seen on the boys body. Whereas in girls, developing of breast development is there. There is a breast growth. Breast growth is occurred in adolescent girl, and the part which is below the navel, means at the waist, it enlarged. The size under the navel, it gets enlarged, because in the future, to bear the baby in her womb, it gets enlarged for the easy delivery of the baby. That main change occurs in the female adolescents. And internally, there will be internal development. There will be internal development also present in adolescent, especially secondary sexual characters will be developed in adolescent. Secondary sexual characters, in a sense, sex ability will be developed. Sexual parts will be increased. Sexual parts will be matured. This will be happen internally in the adolescents. Especially in boys, the size of the testis, the size of the penis will be increased. And testes, they start developing sperms. Sperms are the male reproductive gametes, and ovaries, they release eggs. Sperms and egg, means every ovary it releases only one egg at a time in a month, so that many sperms are developed and released during the adolescence, and ovaries try to give the eggs. So here we can easily understand that the sexual ability is started during the adolescent period, right? And when we discuss about secondary sexual characters, there is development of breast, development of testis, development of ovaries are called as secondary sexual characters, along with the growing of mustache and beard in the boys, right? So these are secondaries. What are primary sexual characters? When we talk about secondary sexual characters, there will be a question that what are primary sexual characters? Primary sexual characters are nothing but when a baby is delivered from the mother's womb, based on their sexual parts, we may determine whether a baby is boy baby or girl baby. That is called primary sexual characters, right? So these changes will be occurred in the age of adolescence, and how the body is developed and how the changes occurred in girls and boys will be discussed in the next video. Until then, dear friends, don't forget to subscribe my channel and share as possible as much. Thank you, one and all.